Hey guys, my name is Luigi Elite, and today we are going to be hopping back into the world of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's been a little while since I've made a video on this franchise, but since Halloween is coming up fast and I've been trying really hard to get Halloween videos out for you guys, I decided what better way to celebrate the scariest month of the year than with one of the scariest franchises of all time.
The thing that makes Five Nights at Freddy's special, in my opinion, is the vast amount of animatronics introduced throughout the multiple games. A couple of the games also had Halloween DLC featured in it, so today, we're going to be ranking every Halloween animatronic throughout the FNaF games. Now you might be wondering, what is considered a Halloween animatronic? This is any animatronic that was created specifically for Halloween and nothing else. This list will be based on how scary the animatronics are, as well as any details that make them unique. But before we start, it turns out that 78% of you watching this aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you think this video is cool and see a big red subscribe button, make sure to click it so you can see more videos like this in the future. And with all that said, let's go! Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted was the series' big introduction to virtual reality and is easily the best entry in the FNaF franchise, but thankfully, it didn't stop there. In 2019, the game got its first and currently only DLC called Curse of Dreadbear. In this DLC, we got a brand new hub world, tons of brand new and mostly fun mini-games, and the introduction of Dreadbear, the title character of the DLC, but easily my least favorite Halloween animatronic. This character is very clearly based off Frankenstein with the dark green suit, stitches all over this suit, and two giant bolts on the side of his neck. He is also similar to the Nightmare animatronics with sharp claws and tears in his suit. This animatronic isn't bad, but he just doesn't have the same intimidating presence as other animatronics. Also, despite being the title character in Curse of Dreadbear, he doesn't show up in most of the minigames except for Danger, Keep Out, and Dreadbear. Again, not a bad character, but he could have been better. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is generally considered to be one of the best FNaF games out there. While it's not my personal favorite, I can see why it is to many. What makes FNaF 2 so unique is the constant balancing act you need to perform to keep track of multiple animatronics. One of said animatronics is Balloon Boy, an annoying little who loves to steal your flashlight batteries. He did come back in FNaF 3, but then truly upgraded in the Halloween edition of FNaF 4. His design is pretty similar to his design in FNaF 2, but now he has long, gangly hands, glowing red eyes, and a mouth full of razor-sharp teeth. His first appearance was in FNaF 4, where you'd see him in the minigame Fun with Balloon Boy, which is exactly the same as Fun with Plush Trap. This was actually the very first version of Balloon Boy that could kill you. That minigame was also brought back in Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. While this isn't the scariest animatronic, he's still creepy as all hell, and that's why he's above Dreadbear. But Balloon Boy wasn't the only animatronic to get a hearty dose of nightmare fuel in him. Another animatronic thrown into this world of horror is Bonnie. Bonnie is known throughout almost every FNaF game to be the most active animatronic you have to worry about, and he doesn't tone down much here, but when FNaF 4 got the Halloween edition, the age of cloned characters truly started with Jacko Bonnie. Jacko Bonnie is a giant orange animatronic bunny. He has an extremely torn up suit, exposing his endoskeleton underneath. He has long metal claws and rows of long sharp teeth, just like Nightmare Bonnie, but his color is indigo. Unlike Nightmare Bonnie, Jacko Bonnie has an orange glow coming from inside of him, further signifying that he is part Jack-o'-lantern. Jacko Bonnie first appeared in FNaF 4, but eventually appeared in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, and even Special Delivery. Jacko Bonnie is such a horrifying animatronic, and I'd say I prefer him over regular Nightmare Bonnie. While I really like Nightmare Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's 4, I slightly prefer Chica. While she may not be as much of a threat as Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Chica is much more distinct and terrifying in my opinion. But just like Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Chica was also Jacko-fied, that is an official term on this channel now, and we got Jacko Chica. Jacko Chica is a giant orange animatronic chicken. Just like Jacko Bonnie, Jacko Chica's body has tons of rips and tears in it, exposing the endoskeleton underneath. She has long metal claws and a beak filled with razor-sharp teeth. Also, similar to Jacko Bonnie, Jacko Chica's body glows an orange light to show the Jacko part of him. Jacko Chica first showed up as part of the Halloween edition of FNaF 4, and then she reappeared in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC and Special Delivery. She also showed up in Ultimate Custom Night. Unlike Jacko Bonnie, weirdly. Like I said, this version of Chica is just terrifying, and I slightly prefer her over Bonnie. As I mentioned before, the Halloween edition of Five Nights at Freddy's 4 replaced Nightmare Bonnie and Chica with Jacko versions of themselves, but for some reason, Nightmare Foxy wasn't given a Jacko Foxy skin. Instead, Nightmare Foxy was replaced with an animatronic that was already pretty damn scary without the nightmare, and that being Mangle. Mangle was first introduced in FNaF 2. In that game, Mangle would cling to ceilings and use audio disturbances to distract the player from important sounds they needed to listen to. She was already pretty bad in that game, but Nightmare Mangle is even worse. Nightmare Mangle is a mess of different animatronic parts crudely bolted together. Her head is similar to Foxy's, but it's pink and white, and it is completely torn up with a giant snout filled with sharp teeth. Nightmare Mangle first appeared in the Halloween edition of FNaF 4, and her only other appearance was in Ultimate Custom Night. This character is pure chaos, and I would not want her hiding in my closet. You know how I said that Nightmare Mangle was the replacement for Nightmare Foxy in the Halloween version of FNaF 4? Well, it was still kind of weird not to get a Jacko Foxy. Well, in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, along with the introduction of Dreadbear, we also got introduced to another character, Grim Foxy. This is basically a Jacko Foxy. Grim Foxy is a giant orange animatronic fox that also resembles a pirate with his eye patch and hook for a hand that is actually a sickle for the Halloween theme. His body is all torn up and, like Nightmare Mangle, he has a long snout filled with razor-sharp teeth. Also, similar to the Jacko animatronics, Grim Foxy has a fiery glow coming from inside of him to show his Halloween spirit. Foxy isn't in a lot of the Halloween minigames, but the ones he is in is Danger, Keep Out, and Corn Maze. This animatronic is scary as hell, and easily the best animatronic in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC. So, the big question is, what is more scary than Grim Foxy? Well, I'll tell you. You may have noticed that a few of the characters on this list were based on animatronics from FNaF 2. Well, the final character on this list is also based from FNaF 2 and is, without a doubt, the scariest character in that game. The puppet. In FNaF 2, the puppet was already creepy as hell, but once it made its way to FNaF 4, it became one of the scariest animatronics in all of Five Nights at Freddy's, Nightmarion. Nightmarion is basically a nightmare puppet. He has a long, black, skinny body with a very bony structure and long striped tentacles on each hand. His face is a white mask with glowing wide eyes and a giant black grin with tiny sharp teeth. He first appeared in FNaF 4 as the replacement for Nightmare, who is the regular animatronic you'll see in that game. He eventually came back in Ultimate Custom Night and in the main game of FNaF Help Wanted. This creature is unbelievably terrifying and gives me chills every time I look at it. Because of that, it is the greatest and most terrifying Halloween animatronic in all of Five Nights at Freddy's. Thank you guys so much for watching another one of my Halloween videos. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to give it a like and let me know down in the comments which one of these animatronics is your favorite. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn on notifications so you can see when I post another Halloween video. Have a great day, stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one.